Howdy, guys.
Hi.
It's us again, and I guess we have a special guest over here. Mustard! Yeah, look at him go.
He was trying to pop in the first frame.
Yeah,
he was not supposed to.
He was strutting his
he
stuff.
He was not
I appreciate
listening
the effort.
to
He doesn't care about his parents' direction. Oh, look at him licking his lips. You silly boy. You're so cute. Don't eat him. Stop. Just hug. just hug. Don't eat.
I'm not eating anyway.
That is funny. Yeah, you want to place him down? All right. Goodbye, dandelion. Flow throughout the wind.
Not
I'm sure
the
you'll
wind.
Find your place. So it's us again with another episode of John and Jenna's Secret Podcast, and we were debating what do we make this next episode about. We've had a variety of different episodes. A lot of times we speak about political tribalism
and
conceptualism, ideas, but today I felt as though I wanted to speak on a very specific topic, on a very specific phenomenon, really. We have to dissect it. Him. And that's Donald Trump. Yeah, I think it's a great point to... We've talked about tribalism, we've talked about how American politics works. Let's just talk about Donald Trump, who he is, what he means, and kind of dissect it all for ourselves.
And it's not even political. Yeah, it's not a left versus right issue. It's not a left versus moderate versus right issue. It's all...
What does moderate really even mean? I don't believe in anything.
It's not an issue of the working class fighting against itself. Yeah. It's an issue of the richest of the rich, the 1%.
Look at his cabinet, man. And we're going to dissect that. This is about Donald Trump. So let's talk about Donald Trump. What he actually is, what he's doing, what he stands for, what he plans to do in the future. If you look at his current cabinet, man, it is the wealthiest of the wealthy. You have the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, over here saying things like, if anyone votes against you guys confirming us, I am personally the richest man in the world going to fund your opponent in the next election. What are we doing here, dog? They own the political, so they have purchased it, in a tangible way.
It's the same with all systems within our country. Yeah. So is the issue.
I mean, you look at healthcare, obviously.
Yeah, all systems within our country are purchased, and it's really important that we recognize the purchasing.
And what does purchase mean?
It's
not like when we say it's purchased, and it is, and you perfectly said it. It's not that it is purchased. It's what outcomes do they want? They want what's most beneficial for them, and you see it in the laws that are being passed. You see what's actually happening. In Donald Trump, he's brilliant. He's a great salesman. He's a billionaire that wants to continue to enrich himself, and it's clear. He's selling Trump cologne. I mean, my dude... He clearly... Do you ever hear him once speak about campaign finance? Say, I bought it. I bought the whole thing. Look how easy it is to buy. Let's change the system. No, he doesn't give a fudge about any of that. He's just a rich narcissist, quite frankly. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but he's narcissistic in his tendencies. He likes approval and praise.
And what we have to recognize about Trump is a symbol. He's a symbol for change.
He's an enigma.
Right.
He's an idea.
For a lot of people.
He's a brand. He really is. And he has been for the last 40 years.
For a lot of people within our country as a whole, just the frustration, the anger with things not changing has really built up. And it has become such a powerful message for someone to even recognize and say, hey, I also see what's happening and I would like to do something to change it.
And he's a salesman. He's a salesman. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know the roots of the issues. Do you see the solutions he's trying to provide? He clearly doesn't. He's just people are hurting. Well, Trump will make it better. People are hurt. People are hurting. The system's corrupt. Trump will make it better. He sold it. And when you have the Democratic Party, or really every other politician, being let's just make some changes around the edges. This system is corrupt. It really, truly is. And let's talk about why it is. And he noticed it because he noticed people are upset. and just said it out loud, which is why Bernie would have been the perfect anti-Trump, but we're not going to go down that today.
What we are going to go down is how our political system, our right versus left system, has kind of cultivated this sense of tribalism. And what I really wanted to talk about in regards to Trump and any other politician that has like people fighting behind them because they represent an idea is what tribalism is. So tribalism is
what it means.
Yeah, it's this idea that we need to be in tribes.
I mean, you say it so much it like loses meaning. So yeah, completely.
Exactly.
Your perfect mindset. Explain.
So tribalism is this idea that we need to be in tribes or packs in order to survive. Like at a basis, tribalism is that simple. And political tribalism is the idea of applying that to politics. So saying that we need to have those tribes or groups in order to survive, or in order to have fulfillment, or in order to have some sort of psychological need being met.
Right.
And that's where our right versus left issues really come into play. We really need to step beyond, this
and a lot of people don't know what those words even mean.
Right. And so with Trump being this enigma, this persona, this person that people fight behind.
Right.
And so when we recognize that it's not just a right versus left issue, it's not even a political issue. This is an issue beyond politics. It's an issue beyond values, because truly the values that we think of when we say, like, okay, I align with conservatism or I align with liberalism, they don't truly align with our political sphere. So we need to look beyond that and
people use these words without really truly not understanding even what liberalism really means.
Right. And so they
need to take quizzes to like fully understand,
Right. That's where I would say I would urge you to go beyond just like this is what other people around me believe. I would urge you to really go and look into the definitions.
That's the main concept. Get rid of tribalism. Analyze it for yourself so you can really truly understand what you truly believe. I know people are well-meaning.
Right. But you may be truly like, you may truly have similar ideas as people around you, but truly look into those and understand what it means. Beyond the idea of politics and beyond the idea of Trump, it's truly not an issue of right versus left or politics in any sense. Trump represents an idea, and I think this is an idea a lot of people are starting to understand and a lot of people are starting to grasp onto, is the idea that it's not us working class people against each other. It's truly the ultra rich against us, and we need to fight the oppression.
And it's not the fact that they're rich. It's because they're purchasing the political system completely without difficulty. Elon Musk said he poured $200 million, a single citizen, $200 million to get Donald Trump elected. We need to be afraid of this type of power. And it deregulates everything. It makes corporations make more money, because the more money they make, the more they can invest it back to the political system. It's just a corrupt structure. But I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, you're good. Yeah, I was essentially going to say that the people within the system are being oppressed by the ultra-rich. And I say that as a fact, not as a speculation or anything.
Because of what they're doing, not because they're rich.
Right, not because they're rich. So I think that we really need to understand Trump's policy.
We've talked a lot.
This
is about Trump and who he is as a guy and as a symbol and whatnot. But I don't know if I've stated, like, I think I did to the degree when we first started talking about him. I was like, dude, like, I do not blame you for supporting this guy based off of vibes alone. Because he is hilarious, and he's always saying, everything corrupt, they're bad, oh, look at Nancy Pelosi, lazy Nancy Pelosi. Like, he makes fun of the system in a way that, like, we all wish we could. He's funny, and he seems as though if you don't know what he actually wants to do or is doing, he would fight for you.
Right, exactly. But the thing is, we can't, and I say this with like the most sincerity, we can't trust people who don't understand what it's like to be us. So if you don't understand what it's like to not like struggle to survive, work paycheck to paycheck, like
he was born a millionaire. And this episode is I guess about Donald Trump. You look at Donald Trump
as an idea.
As an idea, the tribalism aspect. But you look at his history and like dude was screwing over workers every step of the way. Do you remember the UFL in like the early 1980s? And there's like tales of workers saying like he hired us for an entire month's stay and then just didn't pay us and then said something like, I'll see you in court. Like, this is not a good dude. Like just his like like the way he treats people is not like a positive way.
But there's no good people in politics.
I would say
almost.
I would say the majority of people that have the motive to get into politics are not good motives. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But that is all we have for you guys today. I appreciate my friend coming in and being a great co-host and speaking about this episode about, I guess, tribalism and Donald Trump and all the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah, and look for our next episode on the United Healthcare shooting and
a lot of stuff happening.
A lot of recent events that we are really amped to talk about once we get more information and do more research to make sure we're informed.
Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to comment below, share it if you have any like ideas or thoughts, like questions,
anything you would like explored further.
Let's
definitely let us know.
Conversation. Cool beans. All right. Well, we will see you guys next time on John and Jenna's Secret Podcast. Peace out, guys. No, not you, Coda.
Dang, kicked off the episode already.